Blast me to Bermuda! It's time for the first ever Mad Merlin Makes. Hello everyone and welcome to the first Mad Merlin Makes. This is a special series where I, Merlin, will make a set on camera for you to enjoy. Today's set is a set that is very special to me. So this is the Forest Hideout from the Castle system, celebrating 90 years of LEGO. And why is this so special? This was one of the first LEGO sets and my favourite LEGO set that I had when I was a youngster. The original set came out in, I think it was 1984, but was still widely available all the way up to 1987, I think it was, which was the year I was born. So my parents picked it up for me and I had it when I was about 3 or 4 years old, I think. And it's been one of my favourite sets ever since, as I said. So what it is a little tree hideout with two figures of the forest men, as they were known. So we got a male forestman here with his bow, arrows and a little target. And here first is the first female forest person. The original set just came with two rather generic ones, one with the red arms, one with all green and a green hat, and one had a brown hat. You can see the tree is a two-story sort of setup, with a little flag which was in the original designs, two forestman shields, again the original designs. The only things that are slightly different is how the leaves and stuff are placed. On the original one, they were very brick-centric with archways and such, and larger build-up areas. These ones are using some rather nice curved elements, and the placement is a little different to how the original was. Other new details is we do have some mushrooms growing here, and some flowers. The original only had the tree, the barrel with some gold, and a target. This one is a nicely built target. The original one was just a little hinged piece with a target stuck on. And if we turn over, here we see the full set in all its play features. So the building does close up to form a solid tree. And here we have the back view. So we got, new for this set version of it, is a ladder to access the top floor. We got a little hidey hole area here, a storage for your treasure, and then a lookout / living area here. One bit that is different from the original is there was a flat area up behind the trees where you could sit one of the forestmen and you could spy on anyone walking through the forest. We do have the weapon area still, much like the original one, so you got a spear, sword, then of course we've got the bow, arrow and the shields if needed. And again, like the original, we've got that barrel with some gold. And all in all, it's a quite nice set. So here we can see it's 19 centimeters from end to end and 21 centimeters high from base to the top of the trees. So what we'll do is I will set up to build this up. As I got my black background, I've got a piece of board I can put all the black pieces on, and we can slowly see this come together. So I'll be right back. So before we get into opening this, let's talk a bit about availability on the set. This is an exclusive to LEGO, made to the LEGO home order. Oh, my tongue's not working today. LEGO home order website. For anything that you spend over £180 on, this was given free. It was also a limited period, I think between the 1st and the 14th of August, so it's no longer available, but you can pick this up. There are websites that have specifically LEGO listings, or else there is of course the Bay of E, which is where I picked mine up. I paid £26, which I think is a wonderful price. Most of the other listings I've seen has it before between 30 and 35. And the original set, which I'm currently watching one at 28, but the original set is going for up to and over £50. That is for a non-boxed version. So I would like to try and get the original one, as I did sell my original back in the late 2000s, I think it was. I was desperate for needed the money, and I had to clear out a lot of stuff. But a little bit more about this set. So it is a little bit more rounded than the original one. The original one was all blocks and panels. This one actually has some nice curved elements, so it looks a little more tree-like. And it's still using the old-fashioned black, which was how Lego used to do for big trees, as it is easier to produce the black than it was the brown. Brown elements used to be just small pieces, and for things like palm trees with the bendable trunks. But there wasn't very many larger brown blocks back then. I think there's a few now, but it's still a lot more cost effective just to produce the black elements than it is any browns. There's of course a little bit of grey detailing here, much like the original. This time though we have got some textured bricks, so that's pretty cool. So right. Oh, this is a adult collector set, and it's ideal for ages 18 years and up. So you have 258 pieces, and is set number 40567, and belongs to the castle system. So if you've picked up the Lion King's castle, or Lion Knight's castle as it's now called, this most likely would have been free with a purchase of that, as that is a big £350 set, and boy, it is an amazing set. I would love to get that myself at some point, as I had one very similar to it when I was young. At the same time, I had the original set version of this. So let's open her up. No classic Lego punch out areas, we've just got tape tabs, so I'll just cut those. Open her up, and we'll tip out. That is a pretty packed box. Usually there's a lot of wiggle room in Lego sets, but it's nice that we have a rather packed bag. So we have our first bag full of smaller details. Other bag one, so we're building the base. And then we have bag two with the roof and the branches. And our second bag two with all the other tree and branch elements. There are a couple of different shades of green, which is pretty cool. The original set had all the same colour greens, but just another bit of difference to the time. So here we have our instruction book. So our first two bags build up the base, and our second bag finishes off the top of the tree. And we got the lovely black background, which is signature to the adult collections. And then we've got our bits, our components list at the back. So let's get started then. I will tip out the bags and try and get them organised a little bit before we go into building each step. So the first thing we build are our two minifigs. So they both have the same top and bottoms. So just build them like so. Then for our female one, we just put on the female head. These are just classic single-sided heads. So put that on, and then we got her hair, and then she gets the sword, which is the slightly modern version of the sword. So we've got a little bit more detail, we've got a bit of shape to the crossguard there, and a bit of a textured grip as well. So there we have that. Then for our male forest one, we put on the quiver, push on his head like so. Then he has a hat, and we've got some little feathers. These are just all loose. The original ones used to be on a little circular frame that you had to snap them off. It's nice that we've still got them. We've got a total of 4, so in case you do lose one, you have spares. And then finally we give him his bow. This is again another remolded piece. The original one, actually it's not too much different. I think there was less detail up at the top here. It all seemed to be more one piece. But there we have our Forestman, or Robin Hood if you so wish. So the next thing we build is the target. So we need quite a few brown components. So let's get them all together. There we go. So first off we take the brown round disc and a single stud and push that on. Then we take 2 of these little handle pieces and put them on the bottom like so, and we fill in the remaining gap with another stud. Then we then we stick the target on, flip her over, then we take one of these claw pieces and one of these, stick it in like so. That forms our back leg. And there we have our target. And now we're starting to build the actual treehouse itself. So we need one of these, and we need, I should have organised this a little bit better so I can actually see where pieces are. Where are they? There it is, right in front of me. We take one of these hinge pieces, stick it on there, taking another one of these, like that, so it'll close and open, like that. Next we take 2 of these 1x6s and stick them there, and there. Bring in our last 2 plates and stick them on like so. Next we want to take 2 of these little pizza slice pieces and stick them on the ends like so. And then we take 2 of these are a fairly new piece, I've not seen these before, but we got a 1x6 at the back and then a 1x4, and it curves together like so. And then we'll put those just there, so we can start building out the shape of the tree. Next we want these 2 green round discs with studs on, and the 2 black ones without studs on. So we want to put the first black one there like that, and the same over here. Then the green ones go over there, bridging the 2 plates together. So next we want 2 of these with 2 squares on the bottom like so, and then we want 2 of these slanty pieces. And there you go on the corner like so. Then in the middle we want 2 of these half bowls or half curves, and they go just on top of the hinge. another one of those for the next part, plus 2 of these square blocks go on top, and that goes there. Then we want another one of these with the 2 studs on the front, that goes next to it. And then we got that one. Then you got a 1/4 round which goes like so. On the other side, so I'm going to take this, a brown 1x2, a 1x2 with a hook bar, stack them on top of each other, and that goes in the center there. And we take 2 more of these 1/4 curves, and they go in like so. Next we want these dome pieces. We want 2 of these, plus each one gets a square and a slanty piece. And we put one like that, and the other one goes on the other side. And this forms another new feature. It makes it look like there's actual roots sort of going down into the ground. Pretty cool. There, like that. Now we've got a lot of small pieces, so we want a black 1, a single black stud, we want 2 of those, and we want a 1x2 curved section. So that one goes like that. That one goes. Have I missed a step? Yes, I have. I've missed a step. So I should have had another one of those there, so that means I need 2 of those. And that goes like that. And the other one of those goes there, like that. So now we need 4 of these half rounds. They're pretty cool. It's a new piece. So it's just half of one of these. And we stack them all on top of each other, like so. And they go on there like that. Next, we need to get one of these and one of these. Push them together like so. Then put a single square there and another slopey tile, and then finally one of these on top, and that goes on that side. Now bring in these 1/4 sections, and they fill in like so. Next we take 2 of these 1x2s with the little groove cut out, stack them on top of each other. We want this little arch step, and we want a single block. And then finally take another one of these, pushing it on top, and that fills out the front of the tree. To help those components stay together, we take 2 of these angled pieces and put one on each edge like so. Then we take the grey 6x3, almost a triangle piece, and that goes on the front like so, much like the original. So that's nice. There's some nice design notes in this that actually harkens back to the original, so that's pretty cool. So now we're putting our first bit of tree on, so we're going to build single stud and around 1x2. We take our foliage and put it on there, sandwich the two together with another 1x2 round, and then we take two 1x1 blocks, stack them, and then put that on top. Then we want the arch there and a 1x1 there, and that goes on this side. Take our quarter curve and push it in like so. Right, next we want the black 2x2 round and the two of these. We want a arch step like so, a single piece, a half round, so it fills that up, and our final round piece like so, and that goes on the front like that. That's really come together quite nicely. And finally, over on this side, we need two of these, a single black stud, our last arch piece, two studs, and a grey clip plate. We just make a little stack out of these, and that goes like that, and that goes on corner like that. And then on top of all that, we take this half round plate, nice 8x4, and that goes like so, holding everything together. So next we take these two pieces, pushing them together, and they go on top like that. So that finishes off our hinge. So we want these two 1x2s and a single stud. That goes there. We want our grey components with our brick detailings, so two go on like so, and then another design element that's much the same as the original was we had one like that, and then another two like that. So that is very much identical to the original, although the original had a bit more of a flaw. Okay, next we take this curved tail piece, and that goes in there like so. Next we take our ladder, turn the set around, and that clips in to there and goes up to there. Moving on to our final details, so we take our spear, and that goes there. Take one of these and 3 flowers. They go on like so. And that goes into there like so. And then we make our little mushroom using the beige cone and this red disc. That goes just there. Right, we're on to bag 2, so I'll just get that set up and I'll be right back. Right, I've made this a little easier and organised everything. And I've had to zoom out a bit as there's quite a lot of components in this bag. So first off, we're going to take 2 of these. One goes on like so there, and the other one goes there. Oh, I can't read. 3, so another one goes there. We take one of these corner tiles, goes there, and a 1x4 goes there. Take 2 more of these corner pieces. They go on like so. Next we want a single block, one of these Bs as I call them, and our 3 1x4 greys with brick detailing. So these go all the way around like so. Our 1 block goes there and the B goes there. Next we take the 1x1s with the front facing holes and our 2 shields, pushing the shields in like so, and they go on the corner gaps just there. That's another feature much like the original. That's pretty cool. So we need one of these and 6 of our Bs. 2, 4, 6, and these go all the way around, leaving a space of 1 between each one. And 1x1 goes there, and our remaining B goes there. Try and keep everything straight. So we'll take 2 of our rounded 1x2s, and we'll put the hinge. There it is. We'll take this hinge, open it up so it's like that, and put these on top. And that goes like so. We want a 1x1 which goes on there, and 4 more of these stacking on top our previous ones. We want one of those and one of those, and that goes on top like so. Then we take 4 of these 1x3 arches, and they go over these, creating our windows. And finally another 1x1 to finish off just there. Now we'll take 3 Bs, stack them on top of each other. Take a rounded 1x2, and we want a piece of foliage, the small one, and a single stud, and then another rounded 1x2. Oops. This is one of the downsides of Lego, they do sometimes fall to pieces. There we go. And that goes just there. And next we take our little barrel, nicely detailed. Pop in 2 of our gold studs. Take our 2x2 rounded brown disc, put it on top, and that goes in there like so. Next we take one of these quarter pipes and a 1x1, and that goes there like so. We want a 1x6 arch which goes there, and a last 1x1 which goes there. All coming together now. So I want another B, a small black, a small green leaf, single black stud, our last rounded 1x2, and then another black stud, and that goes on the front like so. Then we take two of these and they go in like so. And we want 3 Bs stacking together and they go in the center like that. Then we take 2 of these quarter curves and they go on top like so. We'll take our 2 1x6s and our remaining 1x4. 1x4 goes in the middle there, and these go on the ends with a little bit of an overhang, just like that. Right, next we'll take our grey 1x3s. They go like so. A couple of Bs just on the end there. I'll take a 1x3 arch that goes there, and we put the 2 quarter pipes there, and this curvy piece just there. Next we take our 2 half rounds and they go on there like that. Take our 2 bricked greys, they go up there with a couple more of our Bs. Next we take this large rounded cone and our flat black disc that pushes on top, and that stacks just there. Take our 1x6 arch, that goes up top, and then finally 2 more of those. And next we take our 2 blue grips, like so. Our final 2 of these go on top. And we want to take our blue 4x4, our 1x6s, and stack them on top with an overhang on each side, like so. Flip it over, then we take these little clips and they go on like so, and that clips on and closes down. That's pretty cool. The original one was just a I think it was a 1x4 with another 1x4 stacked on top of that. Not 1x4, 4x4. Then a little hinge bit at the top. So it's nice we've actually got a slanted roof now, and it's still blue like the original, which is pretty cool. Alright, moving on, we got to take off our forestmen because I need the open space. So we're going to take our little Christmas tree, and that just goes in the open space there. And we're taking one of our large pieces of foliage, and that goes on the tail at the front there. So now we need to make a couple of branches, so we need 2 tails, 2 of these little handlebar pieces, 2 of these clips with a hole connector, 2 big pieces of foliage, and 2 small pieces of foliage. So we'll take our handlebars, and with the handles upwards, take one of our large foliage pieces and push it on like so. So do that twice. Then we take our small foliage piece, and that goes on the other side like so, and these clips on like that. So that like that, that like that, and then finally we take the tails, push them in like that, and bring in our treehouse. So one goes up in there like that, and this one goes at the front just like that. So that's pretty cool. Much more realistic than the original version. And next we need 2 more of these, and our last 2 tail pieces. Then we just push in like so. One goes on this corner, and the other one goes up the top there. So next we need our number 3 Technic pin and our curved piece with the Technic hole just there. So push the pin in, and that goes in like so. Take our flagpole and the flag, and that goes up the top corner like that. Next we build our final branch. So we want to take this little tri-piece, our 2 curved pipes, one goes that way and then one goes that way. 2 of these, and that push in like so, and these go on the ends of those like so. Flip it over so we're like that, and that goes in the top. And then you take another handlebar and we push in those like that. So one goes on the top, and the other one goes on the other side. And then we are finished. And there we have our forest hideout, fully complete and looking rather nice. I think this is a very faithful update to the original set that I enjoyed so much as a child. They've definitely really captured the character of that classic set. And as we rotate round, we have a little space to hide out here and spot anyone coming along. We can also put our sword in the corner there, out the way, and we stand our figure up in the window, looking out. We have this guy hiding there. Close it all up. Then we've got our opening roof so we can look inside, like so. We've got our one person looking out up top, and our little archer hiding out there. So there we have it. That was the first Mad Merlin's Makes, or Merlin Makes for short, I think I call it, where I've built the new Lego forest hideouts for the castle system. So as I said at the beginning of the video, check your local Lego dealer websites to get your copies of this, or else you can always check out eBay, much like I did. I managed to get this for a little bit of a bargain. But for me, this is a lovely collector's piece, and it's going to bring back so many fond memories of when I was little, playing the castle raid. So I had my little Robin Hood hideout here, my big castle, the forestmen go in, raid the treasury, maybe even kidnap the princess and run off into the forest to hide. So, like I said, a really great set, really brings back the character of that much loved classic set. And I can't wait to possibly pick up the Lion Knight's Castle at a later date. Maybe if I win the lottery. But let me know what you think of this slightly different video to my normal. Leave a comment down below to say if you'd like to see more of this, and maybe even suggestions of what sets you'd like me to cover in the future. So all what's left to do is to say thank you all for watching. If you think I deserve it, please give me a like. If you don't already, please do subscribe and click that bell to get notified of future videos. There's of course all my links in the description down below. My channel has playlists for various other things that I cover, including trading card games, Warhammer, and the like. So again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time for more mad content. Goodbye.